Hello world, hello ladies, hello girls. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Show. I'm Chuck. This is the gorgeous and talented Miss Raina. How you doing?
I'm well, thanks Chuck. Welcome back to another great episode of Pop Culture Show.
Another fun episode, Raina. We have fun on this show.
We did.
Okay? Listen, we're talking the money team, McGregor and Mayweather. This thing may really actually come to light. We're talking keeping up with the Kardashians because, yes, they are back on television, whether you like it or not. They're back all over your tube. And we're talking about America's Got Talent. Tyra Banks, she made a big splash this week. And we also have two special guests that are back again for like the third or fourth time.
And of course, we're bringing Nicki and Renee to share their thoughts on our highlights and lowlights.
Yes, so you guys know how it works by now. Sit back, relax, because the show starts now. All right, so we always start the show with our highlights of the week. For me, my number one highlight, and it's not just because she was on my wall growing up, but I think Tyra Banks taking over for Nick Cannon as the next host of America's Got Talent is absolutely a phenomenal choice.
Yes, I'm going to miss her smizing on America's Next Top Model, but I think she's going to step it up a notch. So congratulations to Tyra. Also, Keeping Up with the Kardashians just aired their 13th season on Sunday. And next week, the highly anticipated episode of Kim Kardashian's Robbery will air.
Yeah.
That's coming up soon.
It's the robbery that I don't really believe took place. But hey, for what it's worth, it looked like she's pretty emotional, and it's going to make for great television. What's also going to make for great television is the money team versus Conor McGregor in the UFC world. Floyd Mayweather said that this is going down. McGregor wants $100 million. I'm sure somehow he'll get it, and I look forward to the fight. But who do you think will win?
Money Wayne. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Money Wayne is going to win.
When it comes to boxing, I'm going with the money team. So that's what our highlights are for the week. Let's see if Renee and Frank Nitty think the same. Here they go now. Renee, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. Listen, Tyra Banks, she's going to be the new host of America's Got Talent. She's replacing Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon likes this move, but do you like this move? And how do you think that she will do as the new host?
I love this move because I couldn't stand Nick Cannon as the host personally. He was so distracting to me, and I did not like him at all. So, and I think Tyra will do a great job because she has years and years and years of hosting experience. She had her own show, and then she had America's Next Top Model. So she has a lot of experience being in front of the camera, connecting with an audience, and then making the people on the show feel comfortable. So I think that it's a great move, and I'm really excited to see how this next season is with her on it.
Hey guys, so Keeping Up with the Kardashians season 13 aired on Sunday, and the highly anticipated Robbery episode will be airing on Sunday. So thinking back to that particular scene, do you really think that Kim was robbed, or was this a publicity stunt?
Keeping Up with the Kardashians is like my guiltiest pleasure. And I watched last Sunday, and I remember seeing the clips of it. And I mean, if it was a publicity stunt, she deserves an Oscar because, I mean, she looked very traumatized, and that's such a terrible thing to pretend happened. So I like to believe that they have some humanity. So I don't think that it was a publicity stunt. I think it was a very real thing, and it could have gotten way more out of hand. So I'm glad that she's okay and sharing her story.
Hey guys, so Keeping Up with the Kardashians season 13 aired on Sunday, and the highly anticipated Robbery episode will be airing on Sunday. So thinking back to that particular scene, do you really think that Kim was robbed, or was this a publicity stunt?
Well, I mean, I don't think that's something you play about. The way the whole situation went down, I would be like, I'd be surprised if it was fake or if it was a publicity stunt. But you never know with these days, with the things people do for attention. But that's something highly serious, and something that I don't think people should joke around with or play with. I really thought it was a very real situation, even the way everything played out with Kanye and everything. So I personally thought it was definitely very real. But it's going to be interesting to see how they play it out on the show.
All right, Nitty, welcome back to the show. Now, you're my brother from another mother, and sometimes we throw some blows. But listen, Mayweather's going to throw some blows at McGregor. If they do have this fight, does McGregor stand any chance at taking down the champ?
this is one of the more laughable situations that like I think is going on right now. But I mean, I guess in the era we live in, it makes sense. Like Conor McGregor stands no chance in the ring against Floyd. I don't know how we're talking about one of the greatest boxers of all time against a guy who's never had a professional bout. And like, you know, I guess because of the headlines and the trash talk, it's a story. But this is like, it's not a contest. I even have a friend of mine that tells me, yeah, I'm like, there's no way he's beating Money Mayweather. There's no way it's even going to be close. He probably won't be able to touch him. Much better boxers haven't been able to beat Floyd. It's not going to be Conor McGregor. End of story.
And of course, with all of our highlights, we have to include some lowlights. Justin Bieber tops off our list of lowlights. He might be losing a few believers in Australia and maybe in the world. A fan was trying to take pictures of him, and of course, he thought that they were invading his privacy and really messed up with that little girl.
Yeah, that was really sad. I like Bieber, but listen, man, you signed up for the fame. This is what comes with it. You know, you should treat your fans more nice, bro. Especially me. I'm a big fan. I was also a big fan of Nicki Minaj, the last couple seasons, but I wasn't really a big fan of her latest song, No Frauds. I actually like Drake's verse because there was a lot going on in there, but I thought that Nicki should have just came direct at Remy if she was going to respond. What do you think about this?
I was not a fan of No Frauds. I think Remy killed her in Sheether, and Nicki should have came a little harder than that.
I agree.
Last but not least, Soulja Boy. Now, this week, he was actually getting exposed instead of him exposing other people, Chris Brown. His brother and mother actually went to the internet and said that while they're living in the ghetto and welfare, Soulja Boy is flaunting his money and not taking care of them.
That's unfortunate. So in other words, while they're at Burger King, me and you are at crustaceans. They got to fix that situation. Soulja, eat good with your people, man. Take them out the hood. So listen, those are our lowlights for the week. Let's see if Renee and Frank Nitty agree.
Hey Renee, I know you're a huge believer, but check out this video.
Respect level. Give your respect level. Come on. Look at you. Making shit.
Given that statement, do you think he should have talked to a fan like that?
I think it's hard with celebrities because, they are just normal people. Just because his face is everywhere and he performs and he kind of shows people a bit of his personal life, whether by choice or not. It doesn't mean that you could just come in someone's face and just put a camera in front of it and expect them to just perform for you with no words spoken. I just think that's very strange. I mean, imagine if someone came up to you, didn't say a word, and just put their phone in your face. I mean, you'd probably say something like that too. It doesn't make it okay, but I definitely don't blame him, and I get it. So I'm still a believer.
Hey Nitty. So Soulja Boy is in the headlines once again, but this time his mom and brother are exposing him all over the internet, saying he doesn't help them out. Given Soulja Boy's reputation, do you really believe his side of the story?
No, there's no reason to believe Soulja Boy. How many times has he been exposed for lying about saying he bought something or saying something was his that wasn't his? He's Soulja Boy. We come to expect it. Personally, I think he needs help, honestly, more than anything else we're talking about. But I don't know who in their right mind could believe Soulja Boy. I understand with families, there's certain issues that could come up there. But anybody else that you might give the benefit of the doubt, you can't to Soulja Boy. Once a mistake, twice a fool, right?
All right, panel, No Frauds. Nicki Minaj's latest club single that was also a diss track in response to Remy Ma. Listen, was this a strong enough response? What do you guys think? Let us know, and why.
I think it was strong enough. I think it also just goes to show what Nicki's attitude toward this is. I don't think she cares as much as everyone else cared. And I think she's showing, too, that her boys have her back, and she's going to make money off of this song, too, which I doubt Remy's going to make money from her diss tracks. So I think she's showing that element as well. So I think she's just taking a different approach to this battle than what Remy is doing. And as far as a strong enough approach, I guess so. It's not a bad approach. So she's going to make money.
All right, panel, No Frauds. Nicki Minaj's latest club single that was also a diss track in response to Remy Ma. Listen, Was this a strong enough response? What do you guys think? Let us know, and why.
I didn't care for it much. I don't think it was. I don't think it was a strong response. First of all, I mean, you know, you're doing a diss track and you're enlisting the services of Drake and Lil Wayne in response. And I understand the whole doing it as a club, you know, a club single or whatever. That sounds cool, but it wasn't really like, you know, anything impressive. And at this point, like, you know, everything she did and the hype and how long it took her to do that, I'm over it. Like, I'm really over the beef. I'm over the situation. It wasn't good enough, but, you know, it is what it is. She's the bigger artist. She has more fans. She has the bigger team behind her. But to me, it was weak. Doesn't really worth merit or even talking about, quite honestly.
All right, guys, listen, that was another wonderful episode. Thank you guys for tuning in week after week. We're really getting a loyal following now. I had a great time, Raina. I enjoyed the show.
I enjoyed it too. Thank you guys for tuning in. One thing, actually, go ahead, Chuck. You're going to tell me.
I was just going to say, listen, guys, send me some quickies, send Raina quickies. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys agree or disagree with the show, or even, how about this? What do you think about Tyra Banks being selected as the next host for America's Got Talent?
And after you send us those cookies, show us your best smiles. Smiles means smile, guys. Okay, she's smile.
Fellas, don't send me any quickies like that. I'm just saying, that's just a sidebar. But yes, send your smiles in to Raina. And guys, have fun. We will see you on the next episode of The Pop Culture Show.